Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. As you enter the chat, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up on the way in. This live right here is paramount. You hear me? If this don't ruffle no feathers, shake some people up, and wake some people up, then more than likely, they part of the zombies. More than likely, they part of those who would never get it. They'll never get it. And the Bible tells us, if the Lord didn't shorten these days, no flesh would survive. It's an all-out war on humanity going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak. But this war is not fought with missiles, tanks, and bullets. No. It's not fought with that sort of ammunition. See, this here war that we're dealing with is a mental war. A war against the psyche. And there's a lot going on in the world that we must question. A lot of you all have caught wind of the Frank James situation that took place out in New York City, where apparently this 60-plus-year-old melanated man threw smoke bombs into the 36th Subway Division, 36th Street in Brooklyn, New York, 3636. You know these people operate in numerology. So, you know, they always got to throw the mark of the beast out there somewhere, somehow. Also, they claim that he let off 33 shots after launching these smoke bombs into the subway, which, you know, that pertains to the 33rd degrees of masonry. A lot of staged events taking place. So, you know, I find that situation just totally bizarre altogether. It's just totally bizarre. Nothing about it makes sense. And what it proves is that they can literally inseminate your mind and brainwash you with theatrics, with smoke and mirrors, with the show. And a lot of people are falling for it. Yep, somebody said it makes zero sense. Not at all. It makes no sense at all. And there's a lot going on right now in society. See, people aren't quote unquote humans anymore. Although the title of this video says the war on humanity, a lot of people have been altered. Their DNA does not classify them as being humans. Why? Because they accepted the snake venom. They accepted the snake venom. And now their brains, their minds are an open canvas for electromagnetic warfare. And when I speak on these things, I'm not joking with you. I'm not just on here just talking shit. I need y'all to really understand me. I don't just say these things because they sound like pretty little words. I'm telling you that this technology exists. We sat up there and watched what took place on that stage with Chris Rock and Will Smith. We watched Will Smith go from 0 to 100 real quick. We watch him go from one emotion to the next. And I told y'all time and time again that these Hollywood actors, they already have the technology in them. They already have the mark of the beast. They are already on Satan's side. So their minds are pretty much like a child's mind. When it comes to that MK Ultra, the hypnotism, the shock therapy, the shock treatment, they're pretty much wide open for the mental warfare. They can be used at a drop of a dime. Not only that, YouTubers. Frank James was a YouTuber. He was a man of influence. I don't know what his following was, but to have any following at all on YouTube, that means you have influence. And Frank James was used to be an example. He was used as an example of how they can manipulate and alter your mind, provoke certain emotions. And I truly believe that he was used to be a proxy, that this so-called shooting never took place. He was only used to be the fall guy. And being under that hypnosis and that brainwashing and the technology that they're using, he went without a fight. They came and arrested him. He looked calm as ever, and they was able to carry him off where he didn't put up no fight, and he's supposedly a violent criminal. But this war on humanity is going against the masses of people. Somebody said, how do we protect ourselves? I'm glad you asked that. That's an excellent question. Honor God's law, statutes, and commandments. Honor the Most High, the scriptures, the holy word, the Bible. Adhere to his biblical laws. Stay away from foreign agents. See, not only is this technology destroying us, but we're under chemical warfare. So you got to be careful what you put in your body, especially if you got the snake venom. If you got the snake venom, you have to really detoxify yourself. You may have to fast for 40 days and 40 nights. You're going to have to rid yourself of all toxins. You're going to have to really do your research on certain herbs to get some of those spike proteins up out of your body. Because once they flip the switch, a lot of people are just going to go berserk. They're going to go berserk. Practice keeping your Second Amendment. Get prepared for the food shortages. Do what it is you got to do. Find yourself a routine. Spend some time outdoors. Let me break something down to y'all. How many of you all are familiar with the company called Bayer? Bayer. You know, like the migraine medicine. Yeah, Bayer. So, Bayer. A lot of people didn't know that they have pushed a chemical called weed out. I believe that's the name of the chemical. They are actually the creators of the destruction of dandelions. You know how you don't see dandelions like that anymore, those little yellow flowers that bees gravitate towards. You don't see those like that no more. Why? Because Bayer had a company that created a product that got rid of weeds, but it also killed off all the damn dandelions, which bees need to feed off of. And you know, when you don't have bees, if you take bees out of the equation, do you know what you're doing to the environment? But anyway, Bayer, this same company, they created chemical warfare in World War I, World War II, and Vietnam War. Now check this out. Dandelions, right? They have immense health benefits to your body. Just being around them, just frolicking among the dandelions, help your heart, help your whole entire neurological system. It helps your oxygen levels. It helps everything. Check this out. What is Bayer's most popular medicine that actually the reason they got rich? Heart medicine, to lower the blood pressure. Heart medicine. Now, let me put this into perspective, what they're doing. They want you to detach from the natural phenomena that the Most High God put here on this planet. They don't want you to have nothing to do with what's natural, nature. They want you to go to the artificial. It's all about you plugging into the artificial. They don't want people making love no more. They want people having computer love. They want people plugged into the matrix. And this is the reason why people's minds have been bombarded. People can't take a break from social media. For those who don't know, I took a week break from social media in general And I can tell you right now, it feels good. Not being plugged into that matrix, not worrying about what somebody is posting, not worrying about anything, not worrying about taking to social media about everything, not worrying about any of that. It detoxifies your mind. You're able to think on a higher capacity. It's important to unplug from social media because it's a battle on your mind. It affects your countenance in every way. Real talk. Somebody said, I ain't been on any social media for about 15 years. See? That's what it do. Yep, somebody said, I was just listening to Drop Squad Living, had to check it, and it was on New Breed. Yeah, you know, everybody got to thumb the video up. Everybody got to thumb the video up. Y'all know how it is. These notifications don't be going out. So it is what it is. You got to spread the word. Somebody said, New Breed, what is the best non-perishable items for food stocking? Well, you want to get yourself the basics. You want to get yourself some rice. You want to get canned beans, canned fruit. You want to get you some vacuum sealed bags. And you want to get some dried fruit. Things like that. Things that you wouldn't think that you would be missing, just to make sure that you get all your nutritional value. You want to get all those sort of things. It's easy to get the beans, the rice, you know, the stovetop stuffing, the boxed potatoes, all of that. But the nutritional value of those things aren't that good. So you want to think outside the box. Dried fruit, things like that, chickpeas, pasta, you know, things like that. Ramen won't hurt either, but you know, you want to get all those sort of things. But you know, the war on humanity, they got people walking around confused, really confused. There's a card game that I happen to own, and I wish I would have brung it with me. I purchased this card game, and it's called the Illuminati card game. This card game is very interesting, to say the least. I'm looking through the card game, and there's one card in particular called the Joker card. Now, not to mention, they got pandemic cards. They even have the World Trade Center up in flames on these cards. Mind you, these cards were created in 1992. In 1992. Anyway, they have this one card called the Joker card. And on this card, you have a comedian on the stage. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, they are literally playing the world like it's a card game. And there was an attack on comedians for a reason. And it's just ironic. I pieced things together. I had a comedian come on a platform by the name of Brandon T. Jackson on April Fool's Day, just to show you that the Most High God, he got jokes too. They like to play us with jokes, but the Most High God got jokes too. Yeah, he has a personality. He has a sense of humor. And he wants us to be lighthearted. And now you have comedians being attacked. T.I., he jumped out the window and he attacked a female comedian. And I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Certain things that I'm seeing, it has a puzzle and it's being pieced together. CJ Matthews, thank you for the $10 contribution, says, yo, Breed, it just came out that the blank is literally cobra venom. I tried to send a link on IG, but it wouldn't let me. When you say snake venom, it literally is. I would not doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if it's snake venom involved, monkey pus, cow piss, and all sorts of technology, nanobots as well. The book of Revelations talk about a scorpion sting. A scorpion sting that will basically make the people drunk, but not with wine, but with the fornication of this here land. And that's what you see going on with the people. Somebody said, yep, this a science fiction channel? Absolutely not. Is this a science fiction channel? You really think? See, that's the problem. People really think it's a game. You know, it's a reason why the Most High God gave me a very serious looking face all the time. And he gave me a position to speak this truth. It's a reason why the Most High God blessed me as an austere man. Because what the hell would make you think that I'm playing with anything that I say to you? The Most High God is trying to shake y'all up. Listen, there's a war on your minds. People walking around here possessed with a spirit. A demonic spirit that came through intrusion. He started off operating on people's lower selves. And what's their lower selves? Fear. Fear. They push fear all over the media. And then that same fear that you had made you go out and do something you shouldn't have did. You got something injected into your body because you was afraid of a cough. You was afraid of a fever. And now, according to the Supreme Court ruling in 2013, in June 2013, according to that Supreme Court ruling, now that your DNA has been altered with spike proteins, you are no longer labeled a human being anymore. No, you don't have what constitutes you as being a human. So now you can be patented and owned. Yeah, that's the reality. No, that's not a joke. That's real. But you haven't done your research. There's no joke about that. There's no joke about the fact that they have technology that can control your damn brain. Some of y'all already be doing things and forgot you did it. You ever had somebody cuss you out left from right, and then in the blink of an eye they change? They act like they ain't do a damn thing to you. Like, yo, you didn't just call my mama a B word? You didn't just do that? They act like it never happened. Like on some Rick James, Charlie Murphy, that was weeks ago. Like he ain't just slapped Charlie Murphy. Oh, that was weeks ago. That's what's going on with people. Every day, B. Every day. Predictive program have set the stage for what we see today. Predictive programming have set the stage. Back in 1998, The Simpsons. On The Simpsons back in 1998, they predicted that Fox, Paramount would pretty much buy out Warner Brothers. Fox, Paramount would buy out Disney. They showed it on The Simpsons. Lo and behold, about 14 years after that, it happened. So what's happening right here? They showed you the World Trade Centers getting hit on The Simpsons. So what's happening right here? They showed you Donald Trump running against Lisa Simpson on The Simpsons. They showed Donald Trump running for president. So what is happening here? All these things decades before it actually happens. And you don't think this is mental war? You don't think that there's somebody sitting around a round table planning how they would do stuff, planning how it will be problem, reaction, solution to get you going in one direction? And they call me a conspiracy theorist, as if the evidence ain't all over the table. And for years, you had brothers like myself and others speaking about what's going on, and nobody want to listen. As if we're not living in biblical times right now. Yeah. Somebody said the writers of The Simpsons are in the know. Yep, absolutely. We're talking about high-ranking Freemasons. Nene says, as soon as they had started giving it out, they announced the people that received it were no longer able to donate because the DNA is not the same. I don't do it, however, pay attention. So if the DNA is not the same and they're constantly creating new technology, what is happening to these people psychologically? What's happening to them psychologically? Let me tell you something. They can remotely control people now. They can remotely control people now at a hub. Not only that, they can look at your chemical markers. They can look at your DNA. They're getting to the point now in some of these places, these hubs. Some of them are underground, by the way. They're not on the surface. You won't be able to just go to these places. Which goes into also, there was a reason why the Frank James situation happened in a subway station. Underground subway. Piece it together, people. There are other tunnels under these subways. There's a reason why it happened on the 36th Street subway division. There's a reason why. Because they want to show you that 666 is written all over this. These people have caves. These people have a whole nother transit system underneath the ground that, and this is all documentation. I can actually pull this up for y'all. You know, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the underground, the real underground railroad that they got going on just for the elites, where they got all kind of places that you just don't, from the naked eye, you would never see, right? Now these places, right? They're working on technology now where after you get the RFID two-way radio frequency chip, after they make the people, convince the people to get the mark of the beast, to be able to buy and sell, they're going to make it so they can actually send diseases to you remotely. They can hit you with whatever disease they want. They can shoot HIV at you. They can shoot, they can shoot cancer at you. They can do anything remotely from a whole nother state. Because once you plug in, this is what they're going to do. Now, mark my words. Mark my words. What they're going to do is they're going to get your data. Once you get the Neuralink, once you get the RFID chip, and that's for a lot of people, the chosen not going to do none of this. Once these people receive the mark, they're going to be able to see any type of disease that's in you. They're going to be able to give you medication. All of the hospitals are going to have all of the documents they need. They're going to have it on a computer. You're literally going to be connected to a computer. They're going to, anything that's wrong with your body, they'll be able to see it. And then later on, they'll be able to send diseases to you if they want. That's what it's coming to. Yeah, heart attacks, anything from a remote. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. They got cloning centers, all that. Bernie Mac tried to tell people. Bernie Mac knew about the cloning centers. B.O.B., he talks about it. It's real. Somebody said, reminds me of the movie The Cell, where the cell phone set people off and they go nuts. Exactly. I believe the same time it will be a frequency through G5. Real talk. And wait till 6G come. 5G, the next step, we on 5G right now. Wait till 6G come. Everybody who got their cells inseminated, when that 6G come, they're going to be able to get you to sacrifice your whole family from a flip of a switch. What you seen with Will Smith and Chris Rock, he took that slap. I believe, and I'm going to tell you this now, I believe they used the same technology that they had over 60 years ago on Will Smith and Chris Rock. Both. I believe they used it on both of them. The same technology that they used for matadors, for the bulls, when matadors are bullfighting. The same technology they put inside the bull's head, I believe Will Smith and Chris Rock both have that technology in them, straight up, because that technology can calm you down or rile you up. Yep, somebody said watch the Waters documentary. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, somebody said I remember that they killed the poor man for it. Plus he was very talented too. R.I.P. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Somebody said they are making the body pulse rates and matching them to insane people and deceased people. The throbbing you feel is them matching you to sickness and conditions. Yep, exactly. And right now what they're doing is they're perfecting the art of suggestion. They wanna give you intrusive thoughts, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you all have experienced this before, but you can have this thought, something just random that you don't even know why you thought that. I don't know if anybody experienced that, but this is what they're doing right now with microwave technology. And what it does is, like, let me give you an example. Like, you might just be chilling and you may be thinking just randomly, I mean, I should jump off this balcony. Now I should just get up and just jump off the balcony. You know damn well, where did that thought come from? Like, why would you even think something like that? I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. This is the type of things they're perfecting. Voice the skull is what they call it. Voice the skull is what they call it. And see, brothers and sisters who have been victims of gang stalking, we were actually being prepared for this time. All you chosen ones who undergone the program, and I know all about the program, trust and believe. I can't really speak about it on a personal level on these platforms for various reasons. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why you went through it is to be prepared for what's going on right now. They tried, all you chosen ones who were already awakening before the pandemic, before that surge of people begin to wake up because all these things were taking place in the world, before they shut everybody's job down and everybody became targeted individuals and everybody had to deal with street theater through all of these organizations. Listen, before the whole world went through this, y'all had to go through it to prepare. Now the whole world is going through it and they don't know what to do. The whole world is being gang stalked and they don't know what the hell to do. But the chosen, we leveled up already. It's like we was being prepared for exactly what everybody else is going through. Now they losing their rabbit ass mind. The Most High God gave us the full armor. We know what direction to go. It's a narrow path and it get lonely at times, but damn it, we ain't following the masses. We done been hit with voice to skull plenty of times. Just like right now, look at this person right here. Look at this big ass parking lot with all these cars. Look at this big ass parking lot with all these cars. All these empty spaces. Why this person parked right there? Just why? I mean, the whole parking lot is empty. The whole entire parking lot is empty. But this person parks next to me. Why? Somebody tell me what's the meaning. Tell me. Tell me what's the meaning. Why do that? What's the purpose? Just to sit out here and I'm seeing through my peripherals, just this park next to me, open a window and stare. The program is real. But you know what? I don't even care about them bitches no more. I do what I do. I don't care. They don't bother me. I know that these Agent Smiths be watching. Like, I get it. Real talk. Yeah, they always watching. They're afraid of our energy. And let me tell you something like this. That Frank James agenda. Everybody thumb the video up. Everybody thumb the video up. Everybody thumb it up. Everybody thumb the video up. I'll wait. I will wait. Somebody said they live. That's a fact. Their Frank James situation is basically designed to make the rest of the world, the hive, the 2/3, those who don't want to be enlightened, those who don't want to wake up, is designed to make them afraid of us. And I'm talking about men who speak out about what's going on in society. They want the rest of the world to be afraid of those who don't got the snake venom as well. For those who don't have the snake venom, they want those who have it to be afraid of us. They want a war, but we don't fear though. We fear not. Because the war that we fighting is fought on a whole nother level. Yep, somebody said, yeah, put on your glasses so you can see them. Exactly. He talking about They Live. That's exactly what it is. That movie with Roddy Piper. You put on your glasses, talking about your spiritual glasses, you can see that everybody ain't humans. Everybody that's walking around in society, all them people ain't humans. We talking about meat suits. If you could see some of these ladies out here, brothers, if you could see them underneath their mask, what they really look like, you brothers will be way more careful than you are right now. You don't understand that the porn industry is part of the psychological war? You don't understand that the reason why you seeing all this behind everywhere, every time you get on social media, that's part of the war? You brothers don't get it yet? They want you to see your women as nothing else other than prostitutes, harlots, whores, and sex objects. And the crazy part about it is a lot of women, they love to be seen that way. They revel in that spirit. They revel in that spirit. The innocence is gone. There's no innocence in these women's eyes no more. They got too many damn bodies. They want to be like men. They want to go out here and dibble and dabble with everybody. So now when you look at them, you don't even recognize them as women anymore. You just recognize them as sex objects, whores, prostitutes, and Jezebels. That's it. That's how they want you to see your women, because they don't want no protection for these women. Now, the women who revel in it, if that's what you want to be, if you want your tongue out in every picture, if you want your cheeks out in every picture, so be it. The righteous men aren't looking for you. They really are a non-factor. They really are a non-factor to real men. But let's be real. As men, we like beautiful women. I'm a red-blooded man just like the rest of you brothers, but I understand that gazing into the eyes of the Jezebel, into the eyes of the witch, lusting after her, I know that psychologically is breaking me down as a man. I get it. I get that if I'm vanquishing my powers to her, I understand that I'm giving her authority over me spiritually. I understand what that can do. I understand that can stop me from leading as a man. So nah, I ain't trying to entertain those type of women. I ain't trying to entertain the pornography. Yeah, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Real talk. Somebody said, I get followed all the time. Thought I was paranoid at first, but you just confirmed what it is. Thanks. Absolutely. What it is when you begin to wake up, the spiritual realm understands what's taking place. Anything that happens in the spirit realm must then manifest to the physical realm. So when you begin to wake up and you start questioning things and your perceptions begin to change, what end up happening is demons can see what's taking place. And angels. Angels and demons already know. Angels know to come protect you because you're about to start moving different. You know, you're about to unplug from certain spirits. So now things are going to come against you. But the demonic realm also know that they're losing someone. And they become afraid. Because listen, we have the power to cast out demons. They are more afraid of us than we should be of them. Demons are afraid. So what they do is they watch you. You know, they stalk. They do different things. They They try to mess with your property. They try to they try to intimidate you. They try to let you know that you are a marked man. Telling you now, I had an incident the other day where I get out of my vehicle and I go in, you know, the doors are locked. I made sure I locked the doors in the vehicle. All of that. I think I was at the mall. I came out and there were two smears of paint out of nowhere on my car seat. These smears of paint were orange. I'm like, that's weird. Where did this come from? I mean, I checked my clothes, I checked my back, I checked my hat, I checked everything. I'm like, there's no paint on me. Like, where did this paint come from? You know, I'm like, just paint out of nowhere. And it tripped me out because, I mean, the doors were locked and everything. Couldn't figure it out. So the very next day, I get in the truck and there's a keychain. And this is these little things, like little things. There's a keychain, one of those keychains that latch on, almost looks like one of those mountain climbing joints, like that you would put on a hitch and you would put on a seal and throw on a mountain, one of those big keychains. Some keychain out of nowhere is just sitting in my truck. I'm like, nobody's been in here. Where did this keychain come from? And the keychain says, not for climbing. Not for climbing. And I'm like, what? And I know I sound crazy to y'all. I know, I get it. Y'all like, ain't nobody breaking into your car, doing things to your vehicle. Ain't no. Listen, the reality of the situation is they can do these things. When you got those automatic door openers, I believe that they can open those as well. But anyway, that's neither here or there. I think that was a message. I use orange for my channel, and then the next day it's a keychain out of nowhere that says not for climbing. So what are they trying to tell me here? What's the message here? This what made me go take a trip. I'm like, right after I have a celebrity on my channel and we're doing great works, right after I launch my own website, the program gets turned up just a little bit. Once they see me helping brothers with economics, the program, it just comes back, right? Not for climbing. Not for climbing the ladder of success. Not for climbing, making it to the next level. Not for leveling up. That's like saying back down, you're marked. No, I don't see it that way. I see that I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, I had to take a vacation after that because it was designed to intimidate me and stop me from posting content, stop me from speaking truth, stop me from saying what the Almighty put on my heart to say. I ain't gonna let it do that. I ain't gonna let it do that. It is what it is. Yeah, them agents be everywhere. But you cannot be afraid. That's the one thing, they want you to be afraid. Yeah. You have somebody said words, spells, and threats. Yeah, they do all kind of things. Somebody said, I live in NYC and I'm targeted mostly the mediocre Masons and witches, things like that happen to me a lot. But the Most High told me not to focus my attention on it. Absolutely. Yep. And I brung it up just to show you that, you know, I'm still here. I'm not afraid. I understand that they have higher agents. I understand that they meet up at the lodges, the Freemason temples. That's the place where gang stalkers meet. I understand that they do certain things, especially when they're afraid. But fear don't live here. Everybody thumb the video up. Everybody thumb the video up. We supposed to been had 1,000 likes. But you know what? There are agents watching too. And I know it'd be agents watching because as soon as I talk about my website and telling people to go over there and support, everybody start dropping out the stream. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all can watch the whole stream, but then when you hear somebody talking about supporting your people, your ass want to hit the dip set and skedaddle. That's how I know everybody who over here ain't here for this truth. A lot of y'all, soon as things get a little bit difficult, you gonna go out there and do what it is you do to sell out. A lot of y'all really ain't about this life. Y'all just be watching for entertainment. You think it's a game. You think somebody just trying to articulate something to y'all that's supposed to tickle your ears. No, the mind control is real. Somebody said, yeah, they're here to sabotage. That's a fact. Yeah, you better believe they're agents on these channels. Because how the hell could you have over 1,300 people watching you and it's like 900 something? Like, what are them other people doing? You watched this video all that time, ain't nothing you seen said, oh, let me thumb this video up. The brother's bringing some real truth, some real insight. Nothing I said. Nah. Agents. Yeah, they're just agents. That's why I tell y'all, man, there's a silent war, but we got some silent weapons too. Yeah, if somebody said that would be a lot of agenda. Yeah, mathematically, they're close to the thirds. Hey, yeah, they're close to the 2/3. Yeah, somebody said, don't get violent, guys. Pray for it. Yeah, and that's another thing, man. They really want... This mental war is really designed to make people violent. It really is. This game is designed to make people violent. And for the most part, it is working. This summer, you're going to see a real increase. There's going to be a lot of gun violence, a lot of homicides. More rappers are going to die. They're going to drop like flies because they're going to be used as an example. They're going to be used as an example. And I'm going to tell you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion. They're showing you right now that women won't be held accountable for anything. They won't be held accountable for anything. Here it is, allegedly, Tory Lanez have been lied on. Career ruined. Doors of opportunity shut right before his face. A much talented artist than Meg Thee Stallion, by the way. And now look. The truth is starting to come out and none of these outlets are talking about it. Except for your DJ Academics. And you know what I want to say? DJ Academics, he have his issues. Brother need to chill out with that drinking. I think personally DJ Academics came a long way. He came a long way from where he started. He really did. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He came a long way and I respect it. But anyway, what you got going on right now is they want to show you that women in this generation, they have the law on their side. So a lot of you brothers who dealing with toxic relationships, get out. Get out. These women, they can do whatever they want to do. They can hit you. They can put their hands on you. They can do all these things. But the moment where you bite back, the moment where you retaliate, you brothers are going down. You're going down. I don't know who that's for. I don't even know who that's for, but one of you brothers, some of you brothers got to get the hell out of that relationship. There's only so long that you're going to be able to show restraint as a man. There's only so long that you're going to be able to show restraint. Get out. I don't care how good the sex is. I don't care how good she give a blowjob. I don't get out. There's women out here designed to throw you under the jail. Just get the hell out, brothers. I'm telling you. Some brothers say, I learned my lesson. Right. Somebody said, never let anyone tell you what you can't do or what ain't gonna work for you. That's them trying to put a spell on you. For real, for real. Facts. Somebody said, when you have the law enforcement on your side, you just know that the Most High is protecting you. Real talk. No, I don't know. Is that what you said? When you have law enforcement on your side, you have WS protecting you. Well, I don't know what WS is. Somebody said, I saw a sister yelling and hitting on a brother the other day. She was clearly possessed. Right. Exactly. They believe they have the right to do that because the law ain't going to stop them. The minute that brother retaliate, that brother's getting thrown under the prison. You know? Yeah, New York is turning into Gotham City, straight up. You know, New York is really turning into Gotham City. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mental warfare. They're aiming at our minds. The technology is out there. There's not a game. This is no joke. This is not a laughing matter. I'm not playing. Do your research on some of the technology they got, and you'll find out. And support real content. Newbreed.love. Newbreed.love. Pretty soon we're gonna be able to stream on that joint. You hear me? We're gonna be streaming over there. We're gonna push freedom of speech to the next level. You got this level, then you got the next level. I'm gonna push freedom of speech till I can't push it no more because it's my site. Pretty soon the t-shirts are coming. We already got the designs, they're already made. Listen, the t-shirts is coming. Yeah, y'all gonna be able to get your official New Breed t-shirts. I mean, listen, there's gonna be, man, listen. We're about to have all kind of merchants on there. You about to have your discount, get your love note, send your donation, send your contribution. We're gonna send a love note to your house. We're gonna handle it with love and care. And then you're gonna be able to use that love note to get premier, I'm talking about premier merchandising. Some of them, listen, if you have a certain amount of love notes, boom, you might get something for free. Matter of fact, when I do my meet and greets, when I pop out, when I'm out and about and I'm in a city near you, and we start renting out places, I'ma spend my money on the place. And I might be like, yo, everybody who got thus amount of love notes, y'all welcome. Come on through, because y'all the people I can trust. I'll get the place, I'll get the venue. Listen, if you got thus amount of love notes, this person gets in. That's what we doing. Because I know the people who support me, they the people who really ride with me. Those the people I want around me. Those the people I want to talk to in person. The people who believe that the Most High God is doing something new in the planet, where his people are able to rise up to the occasion of everything we going through. Those are the only people I want around me. Them the only people I want around me, because if your ass ain't supporting, you're not important. How you gonna build a nation if you ain't about supporting your people? Nope, don't want you around me, because you're not on the same mental level as me. You're not about building people up. You're not about blessing your people, making sure that our businesses are able to thrive while this economic revolution is going on. I only want the real around me. So, man, support newbreed.love. Follow me on Patreon for exclusive content. Man, all praises to the God of Israel for those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. I love each and every one of y'all. I'm grateful for y'all support. I want y'all to have a blessed afternoon. With that being said, shalom and peace.